Hi everyone. Tonight I'm going to do in Jamaica what we would call hard food, and I'm going to do salt mackerel, and I'm going to do cabbage, steamed cabbage. So I'm just preparing my cabbage. So you cut it like so, and I'm going to wash this cabbage, but I like to cut it first. So if there's anything in between, at least you get rid of it all. But anyway, so you don't have to be neat and fine. Just chop the cabbage, chop the cabbage. Don't cut your fingers. Okay, this is how it looks after it's been chopped. Just roughly chopped, because when you cook it, it's going to, you don't want it too mushy. You want it a bit, al dente, nice. But anyway, I'll put them in here because I'm going to give it a wash. Make sure you get all your cabbage. You can't afford to waste any of it. Okay. Get your cold water. Okay. And I'll tell you what you can do. If you wish it, you could sprinkle a bit of salt on it before you wash it. And people say it will remove, any foreign body, as we call it. Insects, whatever. And then, you see, you don't need a lot. Just okay. You can go straight to put in the cabbage in the pan that you're going to cook it on the fire. So I put it in here. So that's my pan. This is the pan I'm going to cook it in. But in this cabbage, I like to put other vegetable, like a bit of garlic. So you get your garlic out. Come on. Yeah. Don't need a lot, just a pepper or so. Get it cleaned up. All time consuming cooking, but you just have to do it. It's just one of these things that you do. Oh my god, that's my finely chopped garlic. Yeah, you could beat it if you want, or you could crush it, because I've got the crusher. But tonight I'm just doing a quick thing. So that's it. And I'll put a bit of carrot in it, which I've got to prepare. I've got a bit of tomato. I've got a bit of what we'll call sweet pepper, and I'm going to put a bit of onion, and I'll also put a bit of cucumber, because it's just a vegetable pot. No meat, no saltfish going in this pot, just vegetable, because the mackerel I'm going to cook separate. So for in here, I've got my carrot, I've got chopped onion, and I've got some chopped cucumber, and I'm just put the last bit to go in, bit of roughly chopped tomato. Not a lot, but just bits of tomato, and that's it. Okay, so this is ready to go on the fire, and that's what I'm doing. Because don't forget, we already washed this already. And in this cabbage, I don't put no water. You don't want no water in it. If you see, look, there's no water. So I'm just going to steam this cabbage in its own juice. Yeah? So you can put tiny bit of salt. Not a lot, just to take the head off. Excuse me. And I'll put some black pepper. And I've got a little bit of vegetable stock cube. I'll put a little bit in it because we do like a bit of flavor. So you cooking, so you just take a little bit off. Your hands are clean. That's it. That's it. And we're going to get this lid on top. And as I said, there's no water in it. Another thing I'm going to put in it, I must remind you, is a little nudge of butter. I'll put a tablespoon of butter in it, just to you know, give it something to cook in. No water in it, so it's gonna need something to cover it. Turn the fire on. Make sure your fire is low. Remember, there is no water in it, so if the fire is high, so you need the fire and the lowest you can, because we are steaming it. We're not boiling this cabbage. We're looking for flavor. I'm just going to put this butter in. Don't matter which butter, whatever fat you got, chuck it on. Cover it. Ooh. Don't waste it. Yeah, and that's under there. Just leave that to do what it's doing while you get on with other thing. What I'm going to do now, that is my water for the salt mackerel, so I'm going to get it ready. And while I've got my water here, let me use this towel. While I've got the water here for the hard food, as I said, which is my dumpling, my banana, and yam, I'm not going to boil the mackerel on it. In Jamaica, we would boil the mackerel on it because it saves us using extra salt to salt the food, but I'm trying to keep away from salt. It's not good for us, so I'm going to boil the mackerel in a separate pan. So that's for the food, that's for the mackerel. Let me get the mackerel. It comes like this. Yeah, salted mackerel, something I love dearly. Very salty fish, so not good if you have high blood pressure, but if you know how to cook it, you can have a bit, and that's why I'm doing the cabbage, to help me break down the salt. Yeah, thank you. So I'll open my packet. And what I do with my mackerel, I tend to just run the cold water on it. I wash everything. I'm one of these people, I wash everything. So I open it like that, because they tend to put, it's pickled with salt, that's how they preserve it. So they tend to put a lot of salt inside. So I just do it. And sometimes, so what I'm going to do today, I'll cut it across like that. Just so it's easy to hold, no, not for any reason, only that it's easy to hold in the pan. Yeah, so that's it. Take it across, and in the pan it's gone until it's boiled. That's it. I'm going to prepare the flour for the dumplings. I don't want to do too much, depends on how many people you're feeding. My family like dumplings, so I tend to do a bit more than most people. In the flour, I tend to add some cornmeal. You know, people like a touch of cornmeal. So you do that. Not too much. That's it. Just leave them there. Pinch of salt, not too much salt, for don't forget we got that salt mackerel. So you don't want to overload everything. You just want a nice balance. Can I just... Make sure your hands are clean. And then you get a cup. Make sure the water is cold. You don't want warm water, cold water. Okay. So now for me, dumpling. Just mix the salt and the caramel in. Mix it in. Like so. Okay. Then add cold water and incorporate the water and into the fire. So what we're trying to do is to make a dough. You know, just like you're making a bread. Yeah, so don't be frightened to get your hand in, and that's why your hand should be clean. It's like Play-Doh. Okay, if you put too much water in it, you can't get to knead that dough. So what I'm doing, I'm squeezing it together, because if you got a strong person in your house or you're growing up boy children, they like nice tight dumpling. So just knead it as you go along. Make sure you got some muscle to knead this flour. Okay, so see, that didn't take long, but while I'm touching it like this, it feels a little bit clammy. So what you can do with things like that, you can sprinkle a little bit more flour on the outside like that, nothing much, just to help you knead it properly. Yeah, so you see, only that, and it's dry. Make sure you got no loose flour left in your container. Yeah, it should be like that. Yeah, yeah, that's ready. Making my dumplings now. Just cover this, because we like to keep that pot boiling if we can. So you portion them, small portion, or a palmful, and I just do this, that. I don't care if they're not pretty. Where they're going to be chewed anyway. Yeah, oh, that's pretty enough. Yeah, from corner to corner with the thumb. Yeah, yeah, dumpling, beautiful. And you go on until you complete all the flour. Don't waste the flour, somebody will eat it. So this is white yam. I buy this yam at the weekend, peel it and freeze it. Yeah, so when I'm ready to cook from frozen, just drop it straight in the hot water. So that's why you make sure your water is boiling. As you can see, that water is boiling. So what I'll do, I'll cook 2 pieces of yam. Just put it in. Yeah, stop the water from boiling, but it don't matter. Should I do 3 pieces? Oh, I do another little piece. Okay, get this back straight away in the freezer. So I'm going to start making my dumplings now. Just cover this, because we like to keep that pot boiling if we can. So you portion them, small portion, or a palmful, and I just do this, that. I don't care if they're not pretty. Where they're going to be chewed anyway. Yeah, oh, that's pretty enough. Yeah, from corner to corner with the thumb. Yeah, yeah, dumpling, beautiful. And you go on until you complete all the flour. Don't waste the flour, somebody will eat it. I'm not cooking for a lot of people tonight, so a lot of people don't like banana, so I'm just doing, I've got my dumpling in, I've got some yam in, so I've got this green banana, and I'm going to put a piece of ripe plantain. A lot of people confuse the green banana with the plantain, but this is plantain, and this is banana. So even though we can fry the plantain, we can also boil the plantain when you're doing hard food. So I'm going to just peel the banana. So you core the banana like that. Yeah. And then you start to strip it with your thumb. So it's not easy, it's something you have to practice. Yeah. If it's stiff, you can push it a little bit. So, yeah. Okay, and then we make sure we just tidy it up a bit. Yeah. That's the banana. You don't have to wash it. Put it in the pot. That's it. And then with the plantain, you wash the plantain. I'm not going to cook all this plantain either. So I'll cut it in half, like so. And I'll cut the tail off. And I'll do that. And that goes into the pot as well. Okay, so that's all my hard food. If you think you got too much water in the pan for the amount of food that you have in the pot, you can take some of the hot water, just like that. Get rid of it. You don't need it. It's better than it's boiling over in the fire, so just take some water out. Okay, so that's it. In this, you cannot cook the dumpling and so without a sprinkling of salt, and that's why I mentioned people would normally cook the salt mackerel on the food so you get that flavor from the mackerel in the food. But what I'll do tonight is just sprinkle a tiny bit of salt. I don't want too much because I don't want too much salt in this dinner tonight. If you notice, since we put this pan and I haven't looked at this cabbage, which maybe I should, but anyway, let's have a look at the cabbage now. So it's simmering nicely. We're steaming it in its whole juice. Now look, we didn't put any water in, so this is the juice from its own juice from all the good vegetable that's in there. They give it a little stir. Yeah. That's lovely. That's beautiful. That's getting on nicely. So this is the cabbage. That's the finished product. Done. Ready. Yeah. That's ready. The mackerel is also ready to be prepared properly. Don't forget, this is just the boiled mackerel. So I'm going to take it over to the sink and I'm going to prepare. Let me just. With this mackerel, you just run cold water. Okay. Make sure you got nothing else in the sink, just you and the mackerel, because you know it's fish. It's got a fishy smell. And more cold water. Make sure it's bearable. And what I do, I get something, don't have to be anything. This is to put the mackerel itself in, and this to put the rubbish, the things that I don't want from the mackerel. So I get onto the mackerel and I start cleaning it up. We're picking it up. Because I'm going to try and get rid of all the bones. Because I don't want it cooking up. So those are the things that I don't want. Yeah? Yep. So it's called you just tidying up the mackerel ready to make the meat. So those are all the bits that I don't need. Yeah, but this, I like the mackerel head. That's where all the flavors is. So this, I always put it to the side, not in the real meat. Just, I'll show you what I do with this in the end. Yeah, so this, get all your fins, get everything off. Okay, you're cleaning up your mackerel. Look at all these bones. So you don't want them in case children have to eat it and what have you. So I just feel for the bones and get rid of them. Yeah, the best you can. Yeah, so that's that bit. This bit what I do, I get rid of the tail. And I like this little bit. Some people like this in their plate. So you put that in with your meat. Get rid of all your meat off the bone. That's the bones. We don't want them bit. Yeah, just feel for your bones. Yeah, anywhere you find them, get rid of them. Yeah, you're cleaning up your mackerel. Cleaning up your mackerel. Look, bones. You don't want them in your dinner. Yeah, otherwise you can't. You want to be able to give anybody a bit of your dinner, don't you? Okay, bit of mackerel. Yeah. Yeah, so get rid of your bones. And they're all over in this mackerel. Yeah, they're not hard to find. Yeah. So once you find all your bones and your fins and everything disappear, you start break them into pieces, not too small, because you want to taste something when you eat. And don't make it, even though I've got it in this cold fresh water, we're still not going to make it too fresh, because if you make the mackerel too fresh, there's no flavor in it, and you need to taste that you're eating mackerel. Don't get me wrong, you don't want it salt, but you don't want it too fresh. So yeah, pieces like that. Look at this one. Yeah, pieces like that. And I sort of immerse it again in this cold water because I don't want it too salt. Very salty thing. Fish. Yeah. Okay. Just pull it apart. See? Nice fish. No bones. Yeah. Salt mackerel. Beautiful stuff. But make sure you have dumpling. You won't enjoy it without dumpling. And as you're doing this, you're still feeling for bones. Whatever bone you find, get rid of them. You don't need them. That's your meat, yeah? Yeah. And that's that little bit of tail. Put that in there. That's a big bone. Somebody will notice it. It's the hidden bone that I'm worried about. The ones that are hidden and no one knows it's there. But the, yeah? That's it. Don't waste any. That's your head. You put that in there as well. So we can get rid of this water down this thing, just to make sure you don't leave anything. Yeah? Yeah. That's it. That's it. What you can do with this mackerel, because it's cooked, you can taste it to see, to test the salt. Boy, it's hard. So let's put some more cold water on it. So now it pull apart. At least, you know, you're not washing it because you don't want to mash it up. You're cooking. So I just do that to wash a bit of the salt off. And remember, I still don't want it too fresh, so we have to be careful here. You want a nice balance. And don't forget, it's going to go down with that cabbage. That cabbage hasn't got much salt in it. It's just vegetable. So we just want a nice balance. So if you notice, I'm not washing it and squeezing it and doing that. I'm just, you know, running the salt through it. Running the water through it. Pardon. Okay. You say, I'm happy with that. That should be ready. That's ready.
Ow.
Rubbish. They've been boiling for about
Talk to 'em.
half an hour now. I can turn.
I mean, sometimes you got people going against you and you just got
No, that's what you want.
go above and beyond all that.
Just rest it on here.
Let's go. Straight up the top just so you know ain't no stopping us. Yeah, I see you been watching us. You can try, but you better off. I ain't a spectate from the audience. Why you hating from the bleachers? Cheerleaders is loving us. Grab a pom-pom, baby. Last year we was last place, this year we in first. We was hungry for the title, now we quenching our thirst. You was on your best behavior, yeah, we on our worst. Killing the competition, rolling around in a hearse. Life is like chess, except it ain't a game. Some pawns remain pawns, some pawns become kings. Think before you move, think 3 steps ahead. Peak game, protect queen. Some rooks get took, some knights get swiped, some bishops get slain. I'ma tell you like my homie told me, life is like chess, except it ain't a game. So when you gotta want it, you know my team want it, you know my team want it. You ain't no stopping us, nah. Ain't no stopping us, nah. ain't no stopping us. And when you gotta want it, you know my team want it. You know my team want it. You ain't know, ain't no stopping us. Nah, ain't no stopping us. Nah, you know my team want it.
Tomato. I've got tomato here, and I've got pepper, and I've got bit of onion, and I've got the good old Scotch bonnet pepper. Okay, and just like I say, the way I cook, nothing is neat. Just chop them. They're going to fry out anyway, so you don't have to think you're going to chop them into cubes 2 centimeter wide and 3 centimeter this. No, we don't do that. Just chop it or put it in the pot. It's going to cook down, and where it's going is going to be crushed anyway, so what's the point pretty with it? Yes, it's pretty to look at, but we want, you know, you're going to cook it down. Okay, so that's that. Yeah, that's that. Be quick, mind your fingers when you're doing these though. Yeah, so that's that. Onion. Yeah, roughly chop onion. Cooking salt mackerel need a lot of seasoning on it. Okay, so the only thing I'm careful with, I'm very careful with, is the Scotch bonnet pepper. So I sort of take the skin from the outside like that. See, there is a seed. I never touch the seed. You don't want any seed in it. So I take bits from the outside. Yeah, it's like I'm peeling it, because I really don't want it too hot. This thing is dangerous stuff. Not in a bad way, I'm just saying it's fiery hot. Yeah, so I think that's enough in there. I'm not putting any more in there. Get this over to my fire. And in this I'm going to use some vegetable oil. Turn your fire on. Okay. And enough to, if you're going to share this dinner for 3 or 4 people, you want them to get a little bit of something so they can wipe up them dumpling. You understand? So that's it. That's enough. Don't want it too greasy, but you need something in it. Is that okay? In these, because I'm not frying them. I don't want them to be golden brown. But let it start and you'll see at what stage I put the mackerel in. So that's my tomato. That's all that's frying. So it looks lovely. At this stage, I think it's ready for the mackerel. So you can use your hand if you want and put the mackerel in. Yeah, get your mackerel in. Okay. So do you remember that bit of mackerel head? I just put it one side there because that's mine. Nobody gets in the mackerel head, that's mine. Yeah. So the rest of it is going. Okay, so that's all the mackerel. So you see, even though it's one, medium-sized fish, it's still, when it's boiled and you remove all the bones and so, you still don't get a lot, and that's why you need something else with it. Hence, I've got the cabbage. And while you stirring it, you can turn the fire down a bit to get it go right through it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so you don't mix that in with it, just leave that there. Yeah, so that looks fine. And that now we'll add some black pepper. I like a lot of black pepper on this salt mackerel. Even when it's got the chili, the Scotch bonnet pepper, it's still a different flavor you get from the black pepper. Yeah? So just leave it to simmer. Not too harshly. Turn the fire right down. Yeah, that's it. Let it go through Let that aroma from that seasoning, the chili, the onion, you know, and the sweet pepper, let everything go through that mackerel. So when you're tasting it, so you no point just put the mackerel in and think, yeah, it's done. No, let it simmer, let it go through. So